I would describe myself as a hockey junkie.
Okay guys, there was a press conference yesterday. We had a trifecta of GIFs at center stage in the Bell Center. We had Jeff Gorton, Jeff Bezos, and Jeff Molson. From what I've been hearing, if your name is Jeff, right now is definitely a good time to throw your resume into the Montreal Canadiens, as it appears to be a requirement. Now, in the middle of this Jeff sandwich here is actually Kent Hughes, the new general manager of the Canadiens. And yesterday, he would speak to the media for the first time as general manager. We've all had several hours now to let this presser sink in and digest what he's actually said. So in today's video, we're going to have a little refresher here. We'll take a look at some of the topics that he touched on yesterday and see if we can enter that thick skull of his and get some sort of idea of what this guy's plans are. But first, before we begin, if you're a fan of the Habs, or you just want to be a fan of an evil hockey team, then please consider subscribing to my channel, as I upload a ton of hockey content and would really enjoy having some more of you grasshoppers tag along for the ride. Now, let's get started here.
The hockey junkie.
Hughes, shut up. You had your turn yesterday. Let me speak. So, one thing we do know is that Kent Hughes has a lot of things on his to-do list. The first and arguably the most important thing is that he's got to meet the players. He doesn't know any of these guys yet. Everybody is a stranger. And hey, that's great in my opinion, because this guy is coming in here and he doesn't have any ties to anyone. First impressions for the players are going to be very important today. I mean, not everybody is going to knock it out of the park like old Cowboy Biz over here. Some guys are going to have more trouble. Hughes mentioned that he negotiated his contract on Monday. For those of you who don't know, he did sign a 5-year deal. And he's going to begin meeting some of these players for the first time today in Vegas. He's going to have to get to know everybody in the organization. Now, a lot of us fans have been wondering what the scoop is for the future. You know, what are the future plans? Is Kent and Gordytron going to rebuild this team entirely? Hiroshima the core of the team and start some kind of a youth movement? Well, the truth is, even after the press conference yesterday, we still don't know. Hughes would say that the word doesn't matter to him, whether it's a retool or a reset. His vision is to build a team that can win for years. Hughes, I don't know much about you yet, other than you look like a guy on a cleaning product, but you are saying the right things, I'll give you that. Although, I do think that in order to achieve this goal of yours, I think you're going to have to officially name this thing a rebuild and just get it over with, okay? Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Just say it. Say the word, and it's going to make you feel a whole lot better. Hughes also seems pretty keen on offense. I don't know if any of you guys that were watching noticed that or not, but he did mention that he wants a highly offensive team a couple of times during the press conference yesterday. He wants a team that's in control of the play. He wants a team that's fast, explosive, and that's something that we haven't seen at all this year. I want an offensive team as well. I want excitement. I want goals. I want to win. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
The hockey junkie.
Frig off, Hughes. Let me get excited for once. Jeez. As for who's going to be the assistant GM or an advisor, apparently according to all three of these men, Gorton and Hughes are going to be the guys who decide gets dragged into here. But they did say that all the candidates who were interviewed for the GM position impressed everybody. I'm not sure what this really means. They could be hinting towards some of these other candidates receiving other jobs, but I personally don't expect a guy like Matthew Darche to be leaving the Lightning. It would be kind of a lateral move for him, and I don't see it happening. Same with Daniel Briere. As for the others, who really knows? But another name that I've been hearing tossed around quite a bit since Hughes was appointed GM is Vincent Lecavalier. Apparently Hughes and Lecavalier are actually disconnected Siamese twins. So yeah, maybe he's got a job for him. As for particular players, Jeff Molson was actually asked about Carey Price's future with the team. Yeah, they were trying to get some dirt on Price. And of course, Jeff Molson would dodge it perfectly. He would say, quote, "I'm wishing for Price to be healthy. I hope he comes back and comes back healthy because he's one of the best goaltenders in the world." Holy shit, talk about sticking to the script. That's all we got on Price. The man remains a mystery. As for everybody else on the current team, Jeff Gorton would confirm that nobody on the roster has come forward yet and has to be moved or traded. This doesn't really come as a surprise to me right now. Who wouldn't want to play on a team with Michael Pizzetta right now? It's not every day you get to lace up your skates and play on a team with a guy that can score goals with his teeth. But yeah, no players have asked to be moved just yet. But keep in mind, this could obviously change between now and the trade deadline or during the offseason. As I'm guessing, a lot of these guys like Gallagher, Price, Petrie, and friends are all kind of wondering what direction the team is truly headed in before they make any big decisions like that. As for the scouting department, Gorton would admit that it needs to be built up. No shit, Sherlock. He's got some work to do with the scouting department of the Montreal Canadiens. He admitted that he's been working closely with Director of Player Personnel and Amateur Scouting Martin Lapointe over the past couple of months, and he's comfortable with him as an evaluator. And this is something that I do fully trust Jeff Gorton with. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited right now for the draft. I'm excited for the development of future prospects. I think this is an area that the Habs have clearly sucked ass at in the last decade or two. So it is refreshing to see a guy like Gorton the Giant get in here and hopefully turn things around. Moving on, as for poor Dum Ducharme, Kent Hughes was asked about him as well because, well, why not get him on the hot seat, right? Hughes would say he has an idea of what qualities and tactics a modern coach should embody, and that he's going to make his assessment of Dominique Ducharme once he has a chance to get to know him better. The seat of Dominique Ducharme must be just burning his ass right now. That's all I'm going to say on that. So yeah, obviously yesterday's press conference was more of an introduction than anything. The guy just got here. He doesn't even know what he's truly dealing with yet. He's got a lot of work ahead of him, there's no doubt about that. But I am pretty optimistic. I have personally been calling for a change for a long time. A lot of you guys were. And now we finally got one. We got a new sheriff. We also have a friggin' butterbean of a president. So let's give them some time and see what they can come up with. I'm going to be really looking forward to the trade deadline right now, seeing which guys get moved. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, guys, that does it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, gently assault the like button. And hey, I'll see you next time.